A warm namaste and a big hello to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to this video where I'm going to be talking about how narcissists trouble empaths. However, I want to add something here that most people who are creating content on this subject, they are talking about narcissism all throughout. Every single video is about what a narcissist can do, what a narcissist is gonna do to you, what narcissists make you feel, blah blah blah. I mean, it is all about the narcissistic people, what they're doing to you, but it's not about how you can heal that situation. It's true that narcissists don't change, but it's also true that when we change, the world changes. Let me take off my glasses. So there are some games the narcissists play, especially on telecommunications. In this video, I would be talking about what they do on social media to you, what they do over the phone to you, and how you need to protect yourself. And sometimes when you're protecting yourself from the narcissist, you may also have to adopt the same things that they are doing to you, which is not wrong, which is healthy, which is to protect your energy. At the end of the day, you don't want to feel low energy and depressed and sad and not being able to move forward. So the first thing that they do, and this is a requested video, these videos that I'm making right now about narcissism, they're all requested. So first thing they do is they block you. Okay, now if somebody is a nuisance creator, if somebody is abusing you, somebody is very mean to you, or you've not had that type of a relationship or a bond with that person, then it is safe to block others. Sometimes we also block spam callers, we block all these people who are selling some stuff online, we block a number of people on and off. But if you are going through this situation and you've been in a proper steady relationship with them, which I know is not that steady with any narcissist, there are always ups and downs. If you are in that situation, you know them very well, you've spent good amount of time with them, but there is him or her, but some issue appears and you end up saying the truth to the narcissistic person and they block you. And why they are doing this? Because they want to play the power game with you. They want to be someone who has more control and more power on you. They're not going to understand what is the matter, what is the problem, because if they were in their empathetic energy, they would not allow people around them to feel this way. I mean, there will be some dialogue, some conversation. And I always tell people there's always a thin line. The empathy part and the narcissistic part, there is a thin line in between. So you are the best person who can decide for yourself what to do in that case. So if someone who is very close to you, you are in an intimate relationship or you've been great friends or whatever, and suddenly this person blocks you, you need to understand two things. Either they are blocking you because they're extremely hurt by you. Either they are blocking you because they cannot handle the truth. Either they are blocking you because they feel it's a nuisance or it's a distraction, a constant distraction from you. You could also be in chasing energy, so they could have blocked you. So there are a number of reasons. But what should you do when you are in that situation? How you heal yourself from it, how you become confident and how you come into the present moment, because once you're going through this type of dynamic with the narcissistic person, it is very difficult for people to come back into the present moment. Either they will keep thinking in their heads, they will be overthinking, they will be imagining a lot of situations, they will be imagining arguments, or they would be imagining debates, or they would be constantly talking to themselves like, this is what I'm going to say, these are the words I'm going to say. This all means that you're not in the present moment. Self-talk is very healthy, but that self-talk should also be in the present moment, you know. If you are constantly talking about or replaying some situation that has already taken place and you're trying to heal it into future, that means you're not at all in present moment. So just calm down, just relax, don't worry too much. If someone has blocked you, let it be like that. Give them that space. Give them that space and give them that time to think about it. You gotta have faith and believe in yourself. Like if you have said something which is true, if you feel it is coming from your authentic side, it could be giving them a viewpoint, it could be giving them some observation, or it could simply mean that you want them to talk about the relationship you have with them in a different way, or you want some kind of seriousness, or you want some kind of understanding, acknowledgement. Something is missing. right? And you're trying to talk it out with them, but that's when they want to let you go. So actually God is testing you at that point in time, and God wants you to let it go. God wants you to let go of anybody who has blocked you. Whether you block them or whether they block you, it means that the energies are not flowing smoothly. So in order to do that, in order to let the energy flow smoothly, you have to take a break, you have to take a pause, you have to give them time and space, and you need to give yourself also time and space. Nowadays, phone has become the most important thing for everyone. Everybody is into their phone. And I'm not going to say it's good or bad, but I'm going to say is that whatever mindset you have, whatever vibration or frequency you're living in, the content you watch or receive is also going to be a vibrational match to you. So if you are triggered by certain news items or triggered by some kind of status updates, you are basically looking at that person doing some things which kind of make you feel that you are not worthy enough to be around them in that present situation which they are in. The phone has become such an integral part of every person that now people are getting triggered via the phone also. So when someone blocks you on the phone or on social media, it's a big trigger. You can't see them, you can't talk to them, you can't pick up the phone and say, hey, what's up with you? So it kind of makes you feel disconnected and detached with that person. But till the time you're not going to get detached with the 3D external stuff that's happening, you're not going to go within yourself. So actually, it's really nice if they do this to you. You should be happy about it. You should bless them, and you should be like, okay, good. This person is giving me stimuli to do my inner work and to go within and find out what exactly is the problem. If you have really reached the harmonization phase or even the illumination phase, you will notice that this blocking and all that happens, okay? After a point, it won't happen. It will only happen when there is really some kind of a person who is abusing you or troubling you or calling you again and again. I mean, it would be marketing people mostly, the people who are offering some kind of bank loans or some kind of service. Then obviously you put that in spam calls or under blocked calls. That's okay. But as you grow ahead in this journey, you will realize that you cannot block someone for that long, or they cannot block you for that long. Because if they love you, if they have a soul connection with you, they will come back to you. Or they will think about it. They will also go through some situations. If it's a true, honest situation, if you feel that you were misunderstood and, treated badly, it was not even your fault, then that person also has to go through the process of understanding it. And same applies to you also. The second thing that a lot of narcissists do is they read the messages but they do not reply. Like they see something you've written, either they will reply after a very long time, even though they're online and talking to a whole bunch of people. But to you, to something emotional or something important, if you have shared it with them, they are going to act like they just saw it and that's about it. So even in these situations, you need to understand that there are 2 or 3 situations that can happen within one situation. One is that person could genuinely be busy. Genuinely they will be like they are stuck in something and they cannot really look at their phone. But a genuine person also, when they look at all the messages that have come from different people or from their own person, they will reply to it as soon as they get time or as soon as they figure it out like something has happened. But the narcissist, the cold-blooded narcissist, they don't do this. And they also play this kind of a game where they will write only 1-word answer or 2 words answer. Even if you've written a long paragraph or even if you have explained something really well, they are not going to bother about addressing it properly. So this is what narcissists do. And how should you protect yourself from this type of a person's behavior? You don't connect with them after that. If they do not give you a reply, a proper reply, which is connected to your self-respect, then it's better to not further pursue them. Let them be. If they don't, understand your emotions that well. And I'm actually addressing people who are spiritually mature. So if you're spiritually mature, you know that you're not spamming them with unnecessary messages or you're not just trying to get their attention. You're not doing any of that. Because some of the people, when they watch my videos about narcissism, they question me, haven't you blocked anyone ever? They question me, haven't you left someone on read and not replied to them? So I tell them, my answer is that I used to do that too. That's how I know about this stuff. There was a time when I have also blocked people, and there was a time when people have also blocked me, because this is the world we are living in. This is the world of instant gratification. This is the world of instant acknowledgement and validation. And when you don't get it instantly, you can also get irritated with someone, or someone can also get irritated with you. But again, even in this second point that I'm sharing, if they don't reply to you, let them be. Your peace of mind is far more precious than thinking about a person, why he did not reply, why she did not reply, why they are not responding to me, and you're going on again and again, checking your phone. I mean, if you're going to get a notification, you'll see it. You're not going to miss it, right? But people have this habit of checking it again and again, again and again. Maybe 15 minutes later, they feel maybe now they have. Half an hour later, maybe now they have. A day passes by, maybe now they will. If they don't, if they won't, let it be. Let it be. I mean, I am in communication with those people also who were a part of my life 15 years back. And now also, because of inner work, because of ascension, I can talk to them anytime. They can talk to me anytime. If I am in some kind of stress or trouble, they automatically connect with me. Even that much I have seen. So it all depends on your healing. You got to heal yourself. You got to love yourself. You got to pay attention to yourself. Why do you need that person's validation? Why do you need that person to acknowledge you? Why do you need them to reply to you in a timely manner? Whatever their story is, we don't know that, okay? We are not entering into their business. Whatever business they are doing, it's none of our business or your business. But whatever is your business with them, that should actually matter to you. So if you are involved in some kind of important communication, and you are involved in some kind of mission, you are involved in some kind of relationship with this person, and they are not properly talking to you, they need time. They need their own sweet time. And you can give it to them. If you are healed, or if you are healing yourself, if you are giving yourself therapy or chanting or just focusing on your health and a lot of other things and your work, if you are a busy person, then definitely it will not really bother you. I mean, it will bother you for some time, and it's okay to feel low. It's okay to question some people's behavior. This is a sign of God actually, and God is trying to tell you to focus on yourself. So if this happens to you, do what you love. Focus on what you love. And if you're working on yourself, you will find things to do. There are lots of things to do. Just don't take your mind towards that person. Cut the cord. I mean, you don't have to cut the cord forever. You can give them some space and time. If they get back to you, great. If they don't, then also it should be great. If they realize their mistake, if they realize that they were being too difficult, and sometimes the narcissist was also sent to you. I mean, for people who have grown a lot, they are also sent to you as tests. Could be possible that person is not 100% narcissistic, but they got a lot of fears, they got a lot of doubts, they got a lot of fear of rejection especially. Empaths have the fear of abandonment, but narcs have a fear of rejection. So we look at the narcs also with compassion, with kindness, with patience. But first we need to give the compassion, kindness and patience to us. Okay, that's the second thing. Third thing that they do is, which I'm sure annoys a lot of people, they call you or they message you, or they always are around you when they want to. Like when it is their emotional need, when it is their physical need, I guess too for some people, if it's their financial need, or if it's just that they're getting bored and they want to be around someone like you who's got a good energy, who loves them. But they are only doing so for their own self. And if you probably need them, if you call them when you want to, they will usually not be available. They will be either busy with something. And how you get to know this is they'll never get back to you. They usually don't get back to you on the same day. Sometimes they get back to you on the next day, which is also okay. But most of the times it is a pattern. And you, as I said, you're much more capable. You are the one who can act with discernment. You know if someone is very busy or if someone is just pretending to be busy. If someone is not able to give time to you because they're stuck with something, and if someone is purposely not doing so. You know the difference very well, right? So they actually use people for supply, and they usually think that, okay, this is my free time, I got half an hour, 1 hour, this is my me time, or this is my whatever time, let me contact this person, whosoever it is. In this case it's you. So they are contacting you primarily because it makes them feel nice also, or it makes them feel like important enough in your eyes. Whether you are unworthy for someone or you're not, you need to be worthy for yourself in your own eyes. If you love yourself fully, then this type of situation will not affect you, because you're going to be so busy, you're going to be so occupied that it won't really matter to you. And yes, when you go ahead in this journey, you develop some kind of compassion for other people also. You can see their wounds, you can see their trauma, you can see what they are going through. But the right way to do is by detaching yourself from those people, by not taking it personally. You gotta say what you wanna say. You please communicate whatever you want to communicate and whatever feels right. If you're not gonna communicate what's in your heart, then it will become a burden for you. So there are narcissistic people who try to make other people feel guilty for who they are. So if you are able to express properly, if you're able to emote properly, if you're able to live your life in a very authentic manner, they may not like it. They might try to test you with it, or because they have not reached over there, they want you to feel unimportant. You're not important enough in their daily scheme of things, daily life. So I will repeat this statement: you do what you love. Maybe I'm going to say this couple of more times in this video. You do what you love, you be yourself, and someone reading your messages or not reading your messages, it will not impact you much. But as an ascensioner, as a person who's healing your own wounds, you're healing, not just other people's, you know where to stop, you know where to put the boundary. So this is also going to make you understand that you're not going to be available for this person all the time. If they are not there for you, even in the basic, even in small little humanitarian talks, if they cannot be there for you, like they can share whatever they want to share, they can write whatever they want to write, but as soon as you start talking or you start sharing, they're going to be like, I'm not interested in this, I don't want to know this, I don't want to hear this. That shows that this person is really not deserving of your energy, of your presence, of your time, at least in that time frame. When you shift, when you detach from this person, maybe they will figure it out. Most probably they do. Sometimes detachment takes very long. If you have just started the twin flame ascension journey, you're an absolute newbie here, but you have landed onto this content. And then also I'll tell you, my personal experience says that there were people who I was very close to at one point in time, then there came a rift, there came a separation. And because I was in ascension, thanks to Masters and Souls, I kept doing my inner work. Those people automatically came back and they were changed and they were more caring. But you also have to be that confident and that bold. Now, these people also play certain games on WhatsApp and on social media where they have a list of people. Now, they want to hide stuff from you, and sometimes they want to hide stuff from someone else. So they're going to put you under those settings where you cannot see them, or they're going to block you somewhere in some other place where they probably have been sharing something that they don't want you to see. So whatever they are doing to you or to other people, to anyone, any specific person in their mind, this shows that they are not an open book. This shows that they are not honest, they are not truthful, they are not sincere. They got something to hide, they got secrets to hide. They got, maybe when they are sitting with you or talking to you, they're a different person. They want to project a different personality where you are very important at times and you are the one they're really enamored by. But maybe there's someone else, different options are there. To that option, they cannot show them the things that they can show to you. So again, this when people do it, you got to understand that if you feel triggered by any of this, then that means that you don't want to be associated with this type of energy, or you don't want to give any mental stimulation to this energy. You don't want to think about those things. You don't want to care about those things, because you realize that whenever you are around this person, when they do all these crazy things, all these secretive things, you don't want to be a party to that emotion. You don't want to get into a space where you're not sleeping in the night thinking about what they are thinking and what they're doing. Sometimes people misuse love. Sometimes people misuse affection. They use such words. They say such things. They are trying to get your attention onto them. They know you are a nice person. They know Most people understand how you are. So at that time, they maybe want something from you, and they want, if nothing, your attention, your time, your energy. As I said, if you ascend more and more, you will realize that your time, presence, and energy is also very, very important. In the 2 hours or 3 hours that you give to them, you could have done something really amazing, or really, even if it was simple, it would make you happy. But spending 2 to 3 hours with that person, or 4 hours or 5 hours, at the end of the day you're feeling drained, and then the next 4 or 5 days are gone for a toss. Maybe a week is gone for a toss because of whatever they said to you, intentionally or unintentionally. So you got to use that time frame for your benefit. You got to use that space for your own self, so that you can figure out as to why you wanted this energy in the first place in your periphery. What you want is not important. Why you want something, you need to know. You need to ask yourself, like, why do I want this type of negativity, this type of toxicity in my life? What is the reason behind it? So when you ask that question, you will figure out that maybe you need validation, maybe you need acknowledgement, maybe you're needy for affection at that point in time. And just when you know about it, you can actually release it. You can stop feeling that way. You can tell your mind to shut up, because the mind doesn't shut up. The mind keeps chatting and blabbering and showing you things and taking you to places where you don't want to be. Alright? So indirectly, without knowing, the narcissist who is playing these mental games with you, mind games with you, indirectly they're actually helping you out. The next annoying thing they do is sexting. And they want to do sexting only when they want it. I mean, it's like they are feeling horny and aroused, and now they want to talk to someone who can take things forward with them. So they're going to write all those messages to you and this and that. But the problem is not that they're sexting you at a certain time. The problem is that they're only contacting you for this, only contacting you for sexting, only contacting you because this is what they see you as, a piece of meat, just the genital. They don't see your humanness, they don't see your personality, they don't see your nature. And let me tell you, people who do this with one person, they are not doing it only with one person, they are doing it with multiple people, different people. And that's because their root chakra is not healed. All of these addiction patterns that come from this domain, the sexting or the casual sex or the flings or whatever, these type of things, one night stands, it is coming from people who do not have any kind of proper foundation. And root chakra is so important. The root chakra is so important that Kundalini arises from there only. Please understand, the narcissist is going to tell you, I'm not touching you, I'm not in your close vicinity, I'm not even sitting next to you, I'm just talking to you on the message, and I just want to have a good time with you. It's okay. But it's not okay, because sexting is also a sexual behavior, it's a sexual activity. It obviously leads to something, and they want to waste your energy, because physical intimacy, it's not just about intercourse. Physical intimacy is about listening, it's about acknowledging, it's about understanding. Because a person can spend time with another person in the bed for like 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 20 minutes, half an hour max. But the actual relationship happens after that. That's why in so many relationships, people who keep coming back to the same person they were with, that's because in that relationship, they feel that it was not just about the sexual contact, it was more than that. And personally, I feel if you remove this part, this whole activity out from any relationship, the relationship won't even survive. Maximum relationships are actually surviving because of this. You remove this element from it, it will not survive. It won't feel as good as it used to feel. Like, it happens in spiritual ascension also, when there are two partners in a relationship and one person goes through awakening and one person goes through ascension, they start seeing the sexual activity as a hardcore lust. They start seeing as something that kind of brings them down in their ascension journey. Only the person who is doing that work would be able to understand this. The other one cannot understand. Right? So if you have someone in your vicinity, in your life, in your energy field, who contacts you only for this one thing, only for this, then know that they do not see anything beyond that. And with them also, with their own self also, they are not treating their own self right, because no one deserves to be in a relationship or in a situationship or in a space where you are only doing this with one person and nothing else. You're not just a body, you're a mind, you're a soul, you're consciousness, you're pure consciousness, you're much more, a lot more than that. So that is something you need to remember. Some of these narcissists, they want instant response from you, instant reply from you. Like, they may not be doing it themselves. They may be taking 8 hours, 10 hours, 24 hours to get back to you, or they may be connecting with you only when they want to, only when they feel like, yeah, I need some supply. But when it comes to you looking for them or expecting something in return, I mean, expectations always hurt. That's also true. So they are actually teaching you the same thing by behaving in such a way, indirectly, unknowingly. They are teaching you to become more independent. Unknowingly, they are projecting such a behavior via which you can learn, via which you can improve, you can enhance your energy. You just have to be independent. You don't have to depend on them. If you're going to be in a codependent energy, then you will end up depending on this person, and that, my dear, is not good for your inner work. Okay. Another thing that is commonly seen is the narcissist wants to check your phone thoroughly, or they want access to your phone, but they keep their phone like a very private thing. No one can touch it, no one can look into it, no one can do anything with their phone, but they can do whatever they want with other people's phones. This is obviously when they are in manipulating energies. Now let me tell you, it should actually be equal. I personally believe that no one should check anybody's phone, because nowadays the phone has become like a diary. Like, we used to write a daily diary as a child, and we would get really upset if someone would check my daily diary, or if I would check my sister's daily diary, because she's written a lot of private things into it, and it's her experience, for example. Similarly, someone else in that regard. So nowadays your phone has become also the place where you keep your notes, also the place where you have your calendar, also the place where you keep your content, your photos, videos, your conversations. We all take screenshots, a lot of screenshots throughout the day. So this is something which you may not want to share to them. Maybe it's something good you're doing, maybe you're learning from something, maybe you're watching certain kind of content, some videos which help you feel happy. It's your personal choice, it's your life. Okay, no one should be actually intruding into it or checking into it. But for some people, many couples, actually I have come across such couples, they have nothing to hide. Literally, they don't care. The phone is not even that important. Unless it's for your work or business, it's not that important. So when you're in a relationship with someone and they do this kind of dynamic with you, where they keep everything private but they want to know everything about you, then definitely it's a red flag, and you need to work through it. And you also need to ask questions that why are you okay with it, or what is it that they're hiding. Maybe you can talk to them one-on-one, like you really want to know what's up with them and why do they hide it, and this and that. But yes, some amount of privacy and space should be given to everyone. They deserve it, you deserve it, but it should also be equal. One more thing that comes up into this particular video, this session, is that some of the narcissists, they purposely don't wish you on your birthdays and important days intentionally. Like, they very well know. They can look at your status updates, they can look at your picture, especially if they've spent time with you, if they've been in a relationship with you. Definitely they know doing certain things will make you happy, but they're not intentionally doing it. Intentionally they're not wishing you. Intentionally they're not there for you. And they know that it will hurt you. So how to cope up with this is, first of all, I want to tell you all today that this whole birthday culture, celebrating the birthday culture, cutting the cake, doing it in the midnight, it doesn't feel right. I mean, why midnight? Why so late in the night you have to celebrate? Why you have to do certain things which are socially very important? So maybe this person, by not wishing you on important days intentionally, they're actually making you more and more detached. Because those who care for us, those who love us, they will still do it anyway. I mean, they will still be there for us. They will still do some nice things for us just to make us feel special. I mean, personally, if you ask me, I don't find birthdays to be so important. I mean, if my family wishes me, some of my close friends wish me, it's okay. I don't even want to cut the cake. I have not gone out for a long time. I have not really celebrated my birthday like how people celebrate it. It's been years now. And life is absolutely normal. Life is not affected in any way. So maybe sometimes when the narcissists do it, they also do it because for them also it's very important. I mean, for them also, maybe the birthday is so important that when they look at an empath in relationship with them, they know that if I'm going to hurt this person on this day, if I'm going to neglect and ignore this person on their birthday, they're going to get hurt and they're going to get affected and they're going to get impacted. So let them not do so with you. I mean, you, by your reaction and responses, personal responses also, you can teach yourself, you can program yourself to not be so excited about the birthday thing, the birthday culture. In many ways, we can actually thank the narcissistic people, because when they treat us badly, we become more and more independent. When they treat us not so nicely, we realize that this narcissist, whosoever it is, it could be a friend, it could be a partner, it could be a family member, it could be anybody. This narcissistic person is only concerned about materialistic things. They will contact you for money, or they will call you for something they need, which is also physical, because they themselves are living in that energy. They themselves feel so incomplete that they need all of this, fake praises. The narcissist has this habit of praising everyone, pleasing everyone. I mean, the empaths also please people, but they are like so programmed to please other people. But the narcissist is pleasing others, or they're just trying to get other people's attention because they want to hook them onto them. They want that person to get addicted to them, addicted to their energy. They are not doing it because they love or they care or they understand. They are just doing it, all the goodness, all the niceness, so that you become addicted to their presence. And once they know that you're fully depending on them, that's when they want to take the plug away. Don't allow them this. And you're going to ask me how? You have to just do it. It's all here. You have to tell yourself, you have to get up and tell yourself that I don't deserve this type of treatment and I don't deserve this type of behavior. And if somebody is giving me any negative behavior or toxic behavior, or they are not treating me with respect, then it simply means that they are not meant for me. They are not the right people for me. They are still not ready to be with me. They are not yet ready and worthy to be with me. How can they tell you or make you feel that you're not worthy for them? That's the question you need to ask. That how is it that an external source, an external person, place, situation, whatever it is making you feel that you're not worthy enough for them? It could be even a group of people. It could be a group of narcissists. It could be a group of family members or relatives or friends. They make you feel like the black sheep all the time. So you got to take your power back. You got to bring your power back to you. You don't have to depend on anybody who does not respect your time, energy, presence, all of the good stuff you're giving to them. If they don't value it, don't give it to them. So this is where I'm going to close this video. I hope you gained from this and it will help you in your journey ahead. I will see you in the next video. You can ask me a number of questions about narcissism and how we can heal specific problems also. You can also work with me on releasing narcissistic abuse from your DNA system, because narcissistic abuse template, the pattern, causes maximum havoc in people. If you are a person who has gone through this type of abuse, you're definitely going to attract other narcissists in your life. So you need to shift your energy. You need to learn, you need to get the tools so that you can get out of that frequency ASAP. Check out the description box for all the details on different therapies and readings I do. If you're from India, then you have to write to me and ask my PAYTM and GPAY details in order to book the session. If you're from any other part of the world, then PayPal link works just fine. One love, peace out, and Jai Shri Ram.